So, might as well get started so that we can get to editing it. All right. Welcome to This Just In. Today on Friday, October 21st, 2016. I am so pleased to be joined by Dave Reggett and Trevor Johnson, who are here to talk with me about Kingston, Ontario's music conference. Welcome.
Oh, thanks for having us on.
Thanks for bringing us here.
So, Dave and Trevor, could you start off by maybe telling our audience a bit about yourself?
Well, I'll let David go first.
Well, I work for Corrections Canada. I'm a program delivery officer there, and I play with a band called 12 Hands High, and we're just kind of a garage band. We play a few times here and there.
Neat.
And we're actually playing at the conference at the Portsmouth Tavern. And I just love music, and my sister played music all her life and always watched, and I started to play the harmonica just about 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. How about you, Trevor?
Well, I've been in the business quite a long time. I toured around the world pretty much with other bands in England, etc. And I have a business here called Raza Rehearsals, which offers facilities for bands to rehearse. And that's how I met Dave, through the music thing here in Kingston, with the love of trying to bolster the local music scene.
Great. So we're all here today to talk about the Kingston, Ontario Music Conference. So could we maybe start off with a bit of history on the conference?
Well, this is the second one. We had one last year, and it's been more of an experimental thing to try to get musicians together, work together with the community, with businesses, with the music stores, with the big representatives like Fender and Gibson and all the other guitar companies and piano and whatever we can find. And we actually have an integrity tattoo there, so at the conference. So it doesn't necessarily have to be anything to do with always music. It's just something connected, and everything is connected to music. Everything, and every business has music. You know, we can't go anywhere without music. Right?
That's true. That's true. So the Kingston, Ontario Music Conference, their mission statement says that it has the goal of fostering professional development and exposure for local music artisans. So how did you guys identify that there was a need for this conference and generally for this kind of mentorship and activity in the Kingston community?
Well, I can start it and Trevor can finish it.
Sounds great.
I can't remember the last music conference in Kingston. So, and I've been here a long time, and probably I don't think there's anybody before me that can remember one. So I think that kind of answers why.
All right.
There's never been one. So
yeah.
There is a need in the community for, especially for law, and we offer speakers on law, and we have some entertainment professionals in. Fabree, who's a management company, owns a record label, had success with Avril Lavigne, and Lindsay Fellows, who is originally from Kingston. He is a music supervisor for Hollywood, basically, and he's been involved with several motion pictures and won a few Grammys.
Awesome.
Narnia and Imitation Game.
Imitation Game recently, and he's working on, and his daughter has just been signed to Disney Records.
Wow. Wow. Awesome. So here's a question. What part of the conference are either of you looking forward to the most?
Actually, it was quite a surprise. I thought, to me, last year that the interesting part would be, all the exhibitors, and that it is, and you're saying, what did I enjoy the most? Though. I enjoyed it all.
Of course.
But I think it was the lecture series was really, really successful. We had people coming out of there just like amazed. For instance, what Trevor said too is a lot of musicians don't realize they write their songs and it's free to register with SOCAN. I mean, if someone takes your music and they can go use it, they don't have a leg to stand on. No matter what you do, it's not registered, and that's free. And then we have the musicians union coming there too, and to talk about other aspects of it, and the legal aspects of it too. So.
How about you, Trevor?
Well, yes, there is, like I said, there is a need for younger bands, especially some now that are making some headway here for record deals or contracts, and who ownership of material, leasing deals, talking to major labels or not so major, please. More the independent route, and I think most bands are thinking more like grassroots level, doing it themselves. Seems to get more traction to a degree.
So it's an excellent networking opportunity.
Yes, it is. It's an excellent networking opportunity.
Great.
And Brian Pascoe is also here. He's a very clever entertainment lawyer from Ottawa. He's been involved with several contracts. And
cool.
TIFF and that kind of stuff. So he's well versed in that, and he's doing a good lecture on basically what you need them to do, should and shouldn't do.
Cool. Awesome.
Can I just add in, we're also trying to, because it's this community, we're trying to get the businesses
Yes.
to
Yes.
contribute.
Yes.
So we have an excellent sponsorship. We've got 29 sponsors.
Yeah,
on
local businesses there.
You just go to
Mm-hmm.
KOMC.ca, and you'll see all the things we've done.
Yeah.
But the thing is that all the businesses, they all have music in their restaurants, they all have music in their lobbies, they all have music on their telephone systems, and and musicians in our community. And we're not the only community. Kingston is not different than a lot of other communities. You go to play at an establishment, and they'll say, well, we'll give you a sandwich, and we'll give you a couple of drinks, and if you bring some people in, we might give you a bonus or pass a hat. So there's all that to talk about, and so if everybody and musicians get together, and we can have talk about these things,
Yeah,
mingle, right? So,
Exactly. It really speaks to how integral music is to
The
the
community,
function. Exactly.
especially Queens. Queens has a very good track record. Years ago, the Tragically Hip, obviously, and lots of bands that come out now from Queens. There's a lot. It's a pretty healthy scene on the campus itself.
Yeah, that's true. So, what can our audience expect from the vendors at the exhibition?
I'm sure you'll see a lot of new product, Fender and Gibson, and there'll be some drum companies there. There'll be a lot of neat, unique things, vendors there. There'll be some photographers, I believe, and like to do rock music or rock bands photography, band photography, not rock, but and there'll be other businesses that are involved. There'll be sound companies, some lighting companies.
Yeah, we have like every music store in the
Every
cities.
music
I think
store.
one couldn't make it because they had another
Event.
obligation somewhere else. They were going to come, but so I believe we have every music store.
Yeah.
And all the music stores, they represent different companies. So if I go to one store, I won't get a Fender guitar. Well, then I have to go to another store, and then they have Fender. Well, we represent Gibson. So
And also we
so
have
this is the place to get to one place, and you can see all that.
Yeah.
And we also have to shout out to the bars that put on live music every week.
Yeah.
They're a big part of keeping this thing going. And obviously, local bands need a lot of local support, and that's actually what we're trying to do is get that a little more happening.
So I guess you could say this conference is really a space where we're going to see all aspects of the Kingston community's music scene kind of converging.
What we can offer.
What we can,
What
of
we
course.
can offer.
Yes.
I mean, we're not. It's not about. It's about networking, like you said. It's about getting together.
Awesome.
And Steve is a good example. He's
Yeah.
going to play a tune. I think he's going to play.
The house that Jack
The
built.
House that Jack
Yes,
built, yes. He's going to play that too. So he's the reason we brought him along. He's a perfect example of talented musicians that have a really kind of a different sound to them. That were, they're just kind of a cafe type of sound that's real. The crackle in the voice, and and that kind of thing. So
New York.
Yeah, the New York, your New York cafes.
Willie
sitting
DeVille.
down there, exactly. Almost a bit Bob Dylan-ish
Yes,
kind of thing
yes.
for those. If anybody in Queens remembers Bob Dylan, by the way. But,
All right, so I also heard that there's going to be a free concert, and I mean, as a student, I love the word free. So could you guys tell us a bit more about the concert?
Well, we've teamed up with the Portsmouth Tavern, which is just across the road, pretty much from the harbor, and we have Dave's band is starting the evening about 7 p.m. with 12 Hands High. Then we have a gentleman from England who's been touring here up and down the eastern seaboard, Montreal, Toronto. His name is John Ainsworth. He's a must-see. An
Awesome.
acoustic player. And we have a young band, well, not so young, well, they've been around a bit for about a year, called 47 Teeth. Maybe you've heard of them. They're making some waves right now. They play in Toronto a lot, in Ottawa, etc. And then to finish off, we have some guys called the Chalk Lines, who are just a very fun, entertaining 90s dance band to finish the night.
Nice.
But at 1 o'clock at the convention itself,
Yes.
at 1 o'clock we have David R. Miracle, who's an Aboriginal singer from Tesorano.
Cool.
Just blows you away. This is inside the conference. We didn't really want rock and roll, so we had this nice, beautiful wooden flute. I'm sorry, I don't even know what he calls it.
World music.
World
music.
And he has. It's just amazing, nice, relaxing.
Yeah.
He's going to be there too.
Great.
Plus, Alexa Alexa is coming there. She's coming at 4 o'clock.
She's a protege of Cliff Fabry. She's being shopped around New York City, I think.
Yeah, so she's coming to do a song at 4 o'clock. Highly recommend. What I recommend, anybody going to a football game today, is just when you're going, go down Union, and then sort of slide to the left on Yonge Street, and you can't help it bump into it.
And it's free.
And everything is free.
Exactly,
So, there's no food or anything. But we do have 2 draws. We have a free draw for a Fender guitar. $900 Fender. It's a free draw.
Okay.
We do have another draw for another guitar, but that's kind of when you get in there, you'll find out the secret. But what we're looking for is donations for this is all everything that we do, that we don't have big corporate.
We're self-funding.
We're self-funding. We go by sponsors and help us, please.
Yes.
So what we're doing is we have a program, and if you buy the program and you donate something to the program, we don't care. We'll give you one of our free tickets.
Awesome.
So for this other guitar that's top secret.
And I think it's important that networking opportunities and conferences in general are accessible to people, and I think that you're aiming to get the community out, and so having it accessible is very important.
Especially for the younger musicians and some of the older ones too. I think it'll be good for everybody to get involved. It shows the strength of the community musically, and that how much we support each other.
Yes, for sure. All right, well, thank you so much for visiting us here on This Just In, Dave and Trevor. Do either of you have any last words for our audience?
Come on down Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. the Portsmouth Tavern, and that's about all we have to say.
Awesome.
Okay, thanks very much. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for visiting us here at Cfrc. And right now we're actually going to play a song. It's called The House That Jack Built. It's by Stephen Montgomery, or as his friends and fans know him, Seven. So stay tuned and have fun.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
This body, it used to be a temple. This body used to be a temple. Now it's the house that Jack built. Now it's the house that Jack built. Tell me, why do I feel so bad? It's why you always look so sad. 'Cause it's heaven when you get to go. But it's hell when you're getting held down. And we're falling at the speed of light into this black hole. This body, it used to be a temple. This body, it used to be a temple. Now it's the house that Jack built. Now it's the house that Jack built. Tell me, why do I feel so bad? It's why you always look so sad. It's heaven when you get to go. But it's hell when you're getting dragged down. And we're falling at the speed of light. There'll be nothing to do in a world left so well timed. But branch your roots in selfish sacrifices. Now we're waiting for words to fall out of disguise. Good luck, goodbye. Good luck, goodbye. This body, it used to be a temple. This body, it used to be a temple. Now it's the house that Jack built. Now it's the house that Jack built. Tell me, why do I feel so sad? This boy always looks so sad. It's heaven when you get to go up, but it's hell when you're getting dragged down. We're falling at the speed of light into this black hole.
And,
Is the monitor on?
It is. I'm not certain why we're not getting anything here, but
Can we have volume up a bit?
yeah.
Okay, just play your guitar. Volume up. Are the volumes up on your pickups?
your volume on your guitar,
Your volume on your guitar?
is it on?
Is it up?
Yep.
Okay.
So it might not be coming through here for some reason that I can't explain right now.
What's this is?
So it's-
HEP.
Yeah, so it's
It's on my
on.
headphones.
Yeah, it's in the headphones, so it's coming into him.
Is it going to be in there then?
It will
It's in there.
Then I'll have to go back here again.